Hey guys, welcome back to Hakuoki, Kyoto Wins. We're doing Ryouma Sakamoto's bad ending, and we got some appropriate-ish music. There we go. Get it out eventually. So we're here with our dear father and sister brother, and we have low romance, of course, in the last chapter. So this time, we're gonna go with them. Isn't that grand? So let's start this trainer rolling. So, if I go with you, are you going to tell me how to reverse the effects of the serum?
Of course. Do you really think I would lie to my precious, adorable daughter?
He smiled warmly at me, and he reminded me of how kind and loving he had always been to me. And you would save Sakamoto as well, right?
That is up to you.
Then I guess there was nothing to debate. I hesitantly reached my hands for his so that he could guide me. Just then. Oh, come on. Don't fall right into his trap. You've been exposed to that liar Sakamoto. Shouldn't you have learned by now? That voice, it's... Whoops. Alright. Everyone's here to save you, even though you're a dummy. You've been exposed to the liar already. Don't be an idiot. Alright. So, after this... Okay, so then we're gonna try and find a way to escape, and then also, not trust Shiranui again. Not trusting Shiranui is the big catalyst for this route. Which is funny, because I had absolutely zero hesitation. In the good ending, I had less than zero hesitation to be like, trust Shiranui, smash the button. Didn't even think about it. It wasn't one of those decisions where I'm like, I should save, and I should think about this and really ponder, like, the pros and the cons, which I probably should have, because, you know, Shiranui is a loose cannon. Just because I like him, he is a loose cannon. And there was a possibility Sakamoto was triple crossing, quadruple crossing, whichever kind of crossing we were at that point. But I was just like, it's Shiranui! Go with him, smash. That's really funny to me. Well, I wonder what'll happen to us. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Gotta go look at Nakoka's gorgeous face again. This outfit is so good. It, oh gosh. It reminds me of Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist. But, like, emo version, which is even greater. That's probably why I like it so much. Anyway, we're gonna try and find a way to escape, which is a horrible decision. There's no way I can stick around here. Just as Inoue said, I must tell Hijikata about Yodo and Tosa's betrayal. My wrists were still snugly bound. There must be something I can use to cut the rope. Unfortunately, the Kodachi on my hip had been taken from me, so I'll need to find something else. I recalled back to my Edo days when I had seen an exhibition on how to escape a tied knot. Father said that, in extreme situations, one could maneuver their own joints to escape being tied. Yeah, you could break something. I think I remember how he told me to do it. Oh, please don't make that horrible bone cracking noise. Who knows if it could actually work, but there's no time to find another option. I tried my best to remain quiet and I yanked on my wrists. It was no easy task to move my wrists around, but this could be my only chance at the moment. I felt the rope wedge into my wrist, practically ripping the joint out of place, but it worked! I wanted so badly to cry out in pain, but I had to suck it up, taking deep, silent breaths, and I got the rest of my hands out of the rope. That was a relief. Okay, now to find a way out. Huh. She did it. I slid the door open to peek into the hallway. No sign of Nakoka anywhere. Now's my chance. But which way was the entrance? I gazed around at the row of doors along the hall. Oops.
Hey, what are you doing out?
Gah! Whoops. Sakamoto came walking from down the hall.
Like Nakaoka said, you're untouchable, but you really want the hurt, don't you?
Oh. Sakamoto grabbed me, turning me back to the room. Welp.
Come on, time to go back.
I have absolutely no intention of going back with you to meet my father. Begging Sakamoto at this point seemed like a pointless endeavor, but I was desperate. So desperate, I dropped to my hands and knees and bowed prostrate before him. Please, I beg of you, allow me to return to Fushimi Magistrate. There's still so much for me to do. Inoue had entrusted me with a mission. Please. Sakamoto stared dauntingly above me, but then...
No one will stop you. All I'll say is, maybe wait a little.
Huh? Did my ears just play a trick on me? It felt like his voice had regained the warmth that I had been so familiar with. He lowered his voice to speak admonishingly towards me.
Besides, returning to Fushimi is pointless. Place went up in flames.
Wait, what? Suddenly my whole world had just sunk and my chest felt heavy. Up in flames? I quivered as I imagined the thought, and Sakamoto closed his eyes and nodded. So, what happened to the Shinsengumi men? What little hope I had held on to was crushed, and I even lacked the strength to voice my concern. So, not only had Inoue been murdered, but I may have lost the other warriors as well.
You can thank me for that. Sold those guns to the Satsuma Choshu myself. Could probably just say I did the job for him.
Sakamoto's words had flooded me with all of the traumatic things I'd borne witness to this week. But I was too tired even to cry, so I'd simply hung my head in defeat, hoping that the ground would be torn asunder to swallow me whole. Alright. That was kind of an interesting conversation with you. You kind of just be like you took kind of, responsibility, you know? For it. I feel guilt for this. This is basically my fault because I sold those weapons to them. Very interesting. I gained a little bit more respect for Sakamoto in that conversation, oddly enough. But now comes the time to distrust Shiranui yet again. So we'll see what happens. There he is. Alright, let's see what happens to us here. I can't trust him. Okay, we're back on track.
Man, she really has it out for me. But I have another reason for helping you out, too.
Okay. In one masterful moment, Shiranui maneuvered his gun to kill each of the Furies with only one bullet. Holy mackerel.
Chizuru, running out of time. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Sakamoto yelled out to me, fervently grabbing my hand before we ran onto the main street. Oh, you're just running.
All gunmen, fire at will!
From the distance, I heard Nakaoka barking orders. Shortly afterwards, the echo of gunshots firing rang out from the mansion. For some reason, however, the rapid gunfire had suddenly been cut short. As we were running, my body began to give as a bullet passed through my heart. I fell to the floor. Oh, snap! She actually just got straight up shot in the back?
Chizuru! Hang in there! Chizuru!
I became lightheaded, and even though Sakamoto was right next to me, his screams sounded faint. What was going on? What just happened? Sakamoto's voice almost right beside my ear, but his face... it was becoming blurry. Warm droplets fell softly on my cheeks. Only when it was too late had I realized that they were from Sakamoto's tears. I saw a flash of light, and then total darkness. Huh. How anticlimactic that was. Shiranui, you kill a whole bunch of Furies with one bullet, yet you couldn't stop them from shooting her in the heart. I guess this is why you jump over the wall instead of running out the main gates. Let that be a lesson to us all. If you can't jump over the wall, don't even try to run out the main gates. Aw, poor Sakamoto! You had to watch her die. She didn't even save his life, she was just straight up killed. Which doesn't make sense, because Nakaoka was like, take the girl alive. Doesn't matter about Sakamoto. And then they miss Sakamoto and shoot her right in the heart? Oh boy. Alright, well, that was the bad ending. We're done with Kyoto wins for now. Thank you guys for joining me. So now we're gonna go to XOXO Droplets and do the bad ending. Thankfully, GB Patch Games were able to send me a build that allows me to do the bad ending. So I'm going to go and do that, which I am really thankful that I get to do. And also I will do a final thoughts. If you don't want to see what the bad ending / game over scene is, I will put a timestamp in the description so you can just skip to what I thought of the game and also my boy list, which I need to actually sit down and think about now and get that in order. So if you'd be interested in seeing that, I hope to see you over there, guys. Thanks again for watching. Until then, I will see you later.